Today I have Viofo's latest and greatest dashcam, the A119 Mini 2, which is a small front dashcam. It's 2K Quad HD, 1600p at 30 frames per second, or 144p at 60 frames per second. The dashcam costs £160 on Amazon UK and £115 on Viofo.com, but if you use my code K9dashcams on Viofo.com, you will get an extra 5% off. A big thank you for Viofo for sending me this dashcam to review. So let's see what you get when you buy this dashcam. First is the A129 Mini 2 itself. It's a sweet dashcam. I really like the design of it with the name written on the bottom. Customer service information and warranty card, read before installation card, instructions, 2 windscreen static stickers, USB cable for PC to camera, trim removal tool to help you hide the cables when installing and removing the SD card from the dashcam, power cable, 12 volt to USB for power cable to car's 12 volt socket. Nice that you get an extra USB so you can charge your phone, and 1 extra adhesive sticker. Now some extras you can buy for this dashcam: CPL filter which reduces reflections from the windscreen, 64GB micro SD card, and HK4 hardwiring kit. This is needed if you want to use the parking mode, but recommend you get a professional to install it. Right, that's everything. Let's get this dashcam set up.
Recording started.
So here we have the camera all set up now, attached, and it's fairly easy to use because you've got all these buttons here. You can see the screen. If you want to go through the settings, you just turn the recording off and press menu. You use these two as arrows, and the center one is okay. So these are the different resolutions you can have here. You're probably better going with the 60 frames per second, but I just left it in the default settings as I always do for these reviews. But you can go as high with a slightly different resolution, which gives you a slightly narrower viewing angle, but it's up to you whether you want that or not. I'll just keep the one I've got. And then you can up the bitrate if you want to improve the video quality. Loop recording, which you get quite a lot, 1, 2, 3 minutes. You get even more if you went to the app. I think you get 5 minutes and 10 minutes. I'll show you in a minute. Exposure, parking mode, various different settings to do parking mode. You've got time-lapse recording, motion detection, lots of settings on this camera. The best way to show them really is through the Wi-Fi. So now to turn the Wi-Fi on, you can either hold down and press this button.
Wi-Fi enabled.
And now the Wi-Fi is enabled. So now the Wi-Fi is ready. I now need to go to network internet on my phone, find it, and click on it.
Wi-Fi connected.
So normally you'd have to put the password in, but as I've done this before, you don't need to. But the password just shows up on the screen anyway. You now need to go to the app and connect the phone like so. And there you go. You can now see what the camera sees. So if I now stop the recording and go to settings, we now have exactly the same settings on here. So as you can see on this one, you can get up to 10 minutes on the app, which you couldn't if you did it through the camera. Here are the video resolutions again, and yes, I personally prefer the app. It's just a lot easier to use, but it's nice that you have the option of both.
Recording started.
And if you want to have a look at what the camera's captured, then you can also as well. If you now want to turn the Wi-Fi off, you just quite simply say, turn off Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi disabled. Recording started.
Turn off screen. Turn on screen. Lock the video.
Video protected.
Take photo.
You just wear it whenever you go out, can't you?
Yeah.
so. They're never normally that long, are they?
The camera is 2K Quad HD. I had it on its default settings, which is 144p at 30 frames per second. It is really great in sun and in wet. In the sun, the colours are bright and vibrant, whereas in the wet they are muted and grey, which matches it perfectly. It does a good job at capturing oncoming vehicles' number plates or license plates. All the following speeds are according to the dashcam speedo. For example, this is a number plate at 30 miles an hour, 49 miles an hour, 53 miles an hour and 54. In the last one, 54, you can see the oncoming car number plate isn't great, but the one that just went past you can see clearly, and the for sale woodland sign on the left you can also see, not a problem. It's very good for a Quad HD dashcam. I would expect 60 frames per second at this price point, so I'm pleased to have it as an option. Audio. Dashcams in general have quiet audio, and Viofo is no different. However, in their latest dashcams, their audio is much louder, like when I reviewed the A119 Pro. And the same can be said for this dashcam. It's much louder, and I wouldn't need to boost the volume like I do for my A129. The only thing to note is with the voice notification saying recording started whenever the camera turns on. It's incredibly loud, which is good when you were in the car, but not if you were watching the footage back. Just a quick headphone warning.
Recording started.
So, should you buy the Viofo A119 Mini 2? I really like this dashcam, and I love Viofo's Bluetooth remotes, but having voice controls is even better. With modern cars having their own safety systems behind rear view mirrors, it means there's now nowhere to put the dashcam, so small dashcams are definitely needed so they don't get the view of the driver. If you're after a front dashcam, I highly recommend this. Remember, if you'd like to purchase it, please use the links below and the discount code K9dashcams for 5% off if you're buying it on viofo.com. Vantrue also has a 2K Quad HD front dashcam with voice controls called the E1, the Element one. Why not check out my review of the Vantrue Element 1 to compare?